Hello everybody. Okay, so this won't be a long video because I am crazy busy today, but I wanted to come on here and introduce myself. I am Nina Soden, author, young adult author of preternatural fiction or urban fantasy type books. I have two series, the Blood Angel series, which has 4 books, Awaken, Beginnings, Revenge, and Pursuit. And I have the Sector C series, which has 3 books, The Chosen, The Hunted, and The Bridge. And then I have some other books, workbook type style books. So one is called The Invisible You. It is all about mindfulness, meditation, and that type of thing. And then the other 2 are for writers who are either just starting out or trying to get themselves organized. One is called So You Want to Write a Book, and it helps you to plan and organize your next novel. And the other one is called Just Write. It is a bullet journal for authors. Okay, so that's who I am. I would love to know who you are. So if you are watching this live, give me a 1 in the comments below and tell me where you're watching from. If you are watching this in a recording, give me a 2 in the comments below and tell me where you're watching from. And tell me a little bit about yourself. I'd love to know who's out there who's watching me. Okay, so today I want to talk to you about Ready Player One. Wow. Okay, I'm hoping this is the first of many videos. I'd love to get on here and talk about books that I am reading, movies that I have seen. My background is in acting, and of course I am an author, so I'm going to be looking at these things not only as an author, but as a reader and as a viewer, but as an actress. So let's talk Ready Player One. I saw this movie before I read the book. In all honesty, I had no idea it was a book when I saw the previews for the movie. And I thought, oh my God, that looks awesome. So I ran out to the theater and of course I watched the movie and I loved it. The world that he created, the visuals were just stunning. The story was awesome because it had every aspect of the 80s that I love. The video games, the music, and the movies. It was phenomenal. The virtual reality world really did feel like you were immersed in a virtual reality video game. The CG didn't bother me one bit. I loved it. It was meant to look like a virtual reality video game. It wasn't meant to look like real people and things. So it felt like a video game. It looked like a video game, and I loved it. I loved all of the 80s references. I fell in love with this movie and walked out of the theater extremely satisfied. Did you see the movie? If you did, comment below. Tell me what you thought. You may have a completely different opinion than me. But again, I saw this movie before reading the book. I want to preface that. Now, I typically follow the rule of read the book first, then see the movie. This movie may have changed my opinion on that. And let me tell you why. So I saw the movie, loved it, loved it, loved it. And then I read the book. There is so much more in this book, which is typical. You know, movies can't fit everything that you can fit in a book. I mean, this book is, how many pages long? It's 374 pages. You cannot fit 374 pages of a book and all that detail and just yumminess into a movie. I get it. Totally get it. But here's the thing. Had I read the book before seeing the movie, I think I would have been disappointed by the movie, and this is why. Not only is there so much more in this, which I expected, but they took liberties with the book when they created the movie. They took a lot of liberties and changed a lot. Things that they could have kept the same that was in the book, they changed completely. The things that were the same, you know, the characters, yes, boom, they were the same. The 3 keys, yes, boom, they were the same. Okay, if you haven't read the book and you haven't seen the movie, there may be a few spoilers. I am really bad about that. So stop now if you are not wanting any spoilers. I will try to keep them to a minimum, okay? So the 3 keys, yes, those are the same. Getting through you have to get the key, get through the gate, key, gate. That's all the same. But the way to get the keys and what happens when you get through the gate, completely different. Completely different. And I don't know why. They could have easily in the movie done what they did in the book. So that was a little disappointing to me. Again, I loved the movie, still love the movie because it was completely separate for me than the book was, because I didn't read the book at the time. But those changed. The whole idea of when people met each other changed and how they reacted changed. The prize at the end changed. Everything ended up changing. The world still felt the same in the book, even more massive, even more insanely huge. And I get they probably couldn't create in the world in the movie all of these different planets, all this stuff. You couldn't see it all. You could see it all in the book because they had time to talk about it. But in the movie, I get it. They had to scale down. Hey, Andy, how are you? So that's my thing, is I'm really glad I saw the movie first, because I would have been disappointed with the movie, and I thought they did a wonderful job with this movie. The book, however, phenomenal. Okay, some of it, little hard to read because there are a lot of, okay, it's this, and then it's this, and then it's this. Lots of examples when he's talking about certain things, but I loved it. I absolutely loved it. It was a super, super quick read. So if you're looking for some summertime beach reading, or you're on a road trip, you need something to do in the car, if you can read in the car, I can't, but if you can, this one is definitely one to pick up. If you like action adventure, you like sci-fi, you like dystopian, which is exactly what this is, then definitely I say pick it up. Now I have read some reviews online that say that it's predictable, the movie, that it was predictable, it was just like any other dystopian. Well, I disagree. Because of the setting and the way that they did this one, I completely disagree. I don't think it's predictable. I do think, parts of it are predictable, and again, locking my lips because I don't want to give anything away. But I think that they're predictable in a good way, and I think that the way that the director did the movie, and I think that the way the author does this book, you definitely should read it. It is a huge plus on mine. 5 out of 5 stars for this book. 5 out of 5 stars for the movie. They do not relate completely, but definitely they both live up on their own. So those are my thoughts. Again, I am hoping this is the first of many videos. I want to be coming to you guys live to talk about what I'm reading, what I'm watching, and what I'm writing. So stay tuned for the next time I am on here live. And if you enjoyed this video, please share it with your friends. The only way us indie authors get readers is by word of mouth. So if you share my videos and other people learn about me, maybe they'll check out my books. All right, so do me a favor, hit like, give me a 1 or a 2 in the comments below. Tell me a little bit about yourself, what you thought of the book or the movie, and share my video with your friends so that my readership and viewers go up. All right, everybody, have a great Thursday. Bye-bye.